Hey guys, today we're going to talk about building a villa or building an apartment building. Let's make this happen. All right, so you're thinking about buying something in the Dominican Republic, but you don't know what's available. I'm going to show a lot of photos of what is available in the Dominican Republic right now, just so you can get a good look at the decor, the way things are built, so you can see the modern type of feel of the houses and the condos, and also the land in the Dominican Republic. Now, I get a lot of questions from people. Cerise, where should I buy in the Dominican Republic? What should I buy in the Dominican Republic? And you know what? That really depends on you, your budget, and your preferences. Listen, if you have a good budget and you have money to invest, then I would say do it. Now, I'm going to give you a few scenarios here, do a little story time on different people that have bought here in the Dominican Republic and certain things that I have witnessed. Let's do scenario one. There's a guy and he came here. He had a few $100,000 from a business that he sold, and he brought it here. Now, the reason why he brought it here was because he wanted to hide the money here in the Dominican Republic, and he just wanted to invest in something and put it underneath his wife's name here. No horror stories. His wife is a Dominican woman, very solid one. You know, they've been together for years, and she didn't rip him off, so don't think I'm going there with it. They did very well. But what he did was he took the whole amount and put it into a villa and land. And he said, okay, now I'm going to put up a for rent sign. Now, that may be all cool and dandy if you're trying to rent it out at a really minimal price somewhere in the local area, like the tourist area. But if you want to rent that out all the time and you want to make sure that you have tenants in there even like monthly, it's going to be difficult to find someone to pay $2,500 a month in your villa. Now, if you have a place in one of the gated communities, that's different. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't always encourage people to buy in the gated communities either, but that's for a different video. This is not about gated communities necessarily. I will get into that if I have time, but right now I'm just giving different scenarios. So he put up his sign and he thought he was going to get someone to come and rent monthly. Nobody rented monthly on a yearly basis. He would get someone to come and rent for a month in January, February, like the high seasons. High season is when there are a more amount of concentrated visitors coming here, like from November until March, April. But then we hit low season, which in Toronto, Canada, we call cottage season, from around May until October. You see where I'm coming? So here in the Dominican Republic, even the flights are cheaper during low season from May to October. The reason why is because not as many people are coming. The flights start to get more expensive in November because more people are coming, and of course the demand for flights are higher, so they know they can charge higher. Same thing with rental properties here. So, and also the same thing with the amount of turnovers with clients. You may get people that want to rent all the way from November all the way to March, and they may rent every single month but then want to leave. So this guy found that he had to lower his monthly prices lower than what he wanted to, because he wasn't getting any tenants. So he said, okay, he messaged me and he's like, Cerise, I know you have a lot of people that hit you up for villas, for weekend rentals. Let your Dominican friends and also your Dominican contacts know that I'm renting this place out for $250 a night on weekends. Now that was a good deal because this was a 6-bedroom condo. A 6-bedroom villa, and it was on his own property and it was close to the beach. It was really nice. And if you notice, I'm talking in past tense, was. Yes, he did end up selling it. And the reason why he sold it was because he wasn't doing much with it. He had to continue, because it was by the water, he had to continue to do maintenance on it. Certain bolts that were holding certain windows together and metal awnings and everything. He was spending more money on the wear and tear from the salt from the sea than he was making on the place. So he sold it. The person that he sold it to broke it up and put those 6 bedrooms into 6 different studio apartments. Bam! Right away, the dude was making money because he was making a fast nickel as opposed to a small dime. When you make a fast nickel as opposed to a slow dime, you are going to make money. Because the dime is so slow, the 10 cents is so slow, it can't keep up with all the fast nickels that are coming in. And that guy, he cut up all the bedrooms, and each bedroom itself, like this villa was banging. This villa was on point. Every room had its own bathroom. And a lot of people loved it. Like, it was beautiful. It had 2 pools, like I said, close to the beach. So what this guy did, that went in and bought it, he made 6 apartments on one side of the villa. The 3 apartments used that pool. On the other side of the villa, the other part of the building used the other pool. Hold on. There's some noise in the background right now because the villas across from me are getting the grass cut. So that's one scenario. So you may be saying to me now, well, it's not good to build a villa. If you're looking for a slow dime, go ahead and do it. Maybe you want to stay in that villa yourself and you don't want to cut it up and split it all up and put it into apartments. Maybe it's in a retirement home for you and you only want to rent it out when you are not here in it yourself. And so maybe you're like, yeah, I want a villa because that's going to be my home when I move to the Dominican Republic. And that would make sense. But if you are looking for a rental property and you're buying land and you're thinking about putting a villa on there and you're going to rent it out, I would say think twice. I don't want to discourage you. That's not what I do. I love to encourage people and inspire people, but I do want to give you some gems of information and let you know that that is not the key to making money. You can put it into different apartments, especially if you're buying a piece of land. You can put an apartment building there, put 3 apartments, 1 on the bottom floor, 1 on the top floor, and, middle floor, 1 on the top, and you can make yourself some good money. You really can. So here's another scenario. Other scenario is you come here and you have a very limited amount of money and you want to buy a little small condo. It's just a studio condo. It's not what you want, but it's something that is within your budget. Buy it. Get your quick money on it. Put it on Airbnb. Fix it all up. Make your money back. And then flip it. And then go on to what you want. That is the scenario that I find that people really are happy with. So this video is about to run out. I didn't want to make it too long. I just wanted to give you a little bit of information. Please go ahead and subscribe and look out for my next video. Thank you.